Hey, hey, hey. All right, so I'm live on YouTube. Oh my gosh. So trying something new here. I normally go live on a couple of other platforms, but today I am challenging myself and rightfully so, because what I'll be talking about, just spend a couple of minutes just getting acquainted with YouTube. This is Faith Over Fear. I am Shay, and I am super excited. Um, just moving and grooving on my path and just allowing my path work to be my passion work and allowing that to make a way for myself. So I'm super excited. If you are here, drop in the chat, drop a heart in the chat, right? Do that. Do that. If you're showing up and you drop a heart in the chat, I'll know you're here. I'm learning and growing. So, like I said, this is my first rodeo on YouTube. I'm normally on different platforms, but hey, listen, when you want to grow, you got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to get into other things and you got to trust yourself and you got to trust the Most High as He leads you through different directions on your path. Stay on your path, stay on your path, stay connected, stay committed, and keep becoming. Well, today, like I said, I won't be here before you long, but I did want to come on. I'm actually in a new area where I am building and growing in digital growth marketing with digital products, which includes so many good things, so many, it's filled with goodness, right? Different classes, networks, a beautiful, thriving community of like minded people. And we're all here kind of like after the same thing. What's the vision? The vision is just the vision to help people grow in the direction of doing better, getting more, wanting more, being able to walk into their wealth seasons, being able to walk into their time and financial freedom. Everybody says that it's so cliche, but what does that really look like? So, your time freedom, right? Being able to trade your time, being able to trade those mandatory weekends, being able to trade those mandatory overtime hours, being able to trade those trying to get extra overtime hours because your paycheck just is enough, just isn't enough. That's what this is about. So really being able, what did I get into? I got into a business that I thought would just be about getting people to buy the product. But now I know it's bigger than that. So me and some of my business partners, we get together every day and we hold each other accountable, and you're actually invited to join us, right? Not trying to sell you anything, not trying to move you in the direction. You can have your own business and you can join us. Sometimes people have their own business and they kind of park it. They kind of not give it the attention that they gave to it when they first got started, right? So you're welcome to join us to share gems with us, or to also be able to stay accountable in your own business, right? Whatever you paid for, whatever you're doing, whatever it is, to just stay with that same passion, keep that same energy, right? So that's what we do every single day, every single weekday. We show up for ourselves just like we showed up at jobs, working for other people's dreams. We are creating streams and streams of income. Right now, we are learning and growing. We are building the fundamentals, right? Everybody's like, we want these funds, we want these funds. But if you can't manage $100, baby, you can't manage $1,000, baby, you can't manage $100,000, baby, you can't manage $1,000,000. So be careful what you ask for before you're ready. So what we're doing is we're getting ready. We're getting ready so that we're ready when it comes down to it, when it comes up to us and it meets us where we are on our path, because we're staying committed, we're staying connected. When it meets us on our path, we'll be ready. And like I said, we're getting the fundamentals now to know how to actually manage, right? What is going to be upon us, what's going to be given to us, what's going to fall at our feet for the work that we're doing, what we're going to grab on our paths, like what we're going to be grabbing. Now we're going to be ready. Now we're going to know how to manage. Now we're going to know how to work with it. Now we're going to know how to bless other people. Now we're going to know who we need to bless. Now we know which organizations we can bless, or which charities we can bless, or where in our community we can bless, or maybe even someone in our own family right underneath our nose that we can bless. So that's the excitement. I'm very super excited. Um, And I just want to get into right now the digital growth. Everybody's starting a business, right? So I remember like 2020, we were in the house, like, when I get out this house, I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to write this book. I'm going to cook this food. I'm going to get this food truck. I'm going to get this makeup. I'm going to get this skincare. I'm going to get this hair growth serum. I'm going to do all the things. And now you'll look and you'll see many of those people have stuck to the words and they are building and creating businesses. Well, when I was sitting in the house in 2020, I was doing the same thing, thinking about what was my like where was I? What was my niche? What was I going to do when I got out the house? I was spending a lot of time being encouraged and motivated and inspired by brilliant minds. And I would say like my mind was already activated. I knew where I wanted to go, but I was scared. So I went back to the safety net of looking for a job and knowing that this is the only way I can provide for myself, meet my pull my weight in my household, and be able to make an example for those that are looking at me, right? My kids, my grandchildren, to be able, my adult children, I should say, have five adult children, and I want to be the example to let them know. And for the most part, the majority, they're running their own businesses. So to be honest, they really a lot of times motivated me to do just what I was telling them and preaching to them, but with no type of tangible something to give them, with no real example, just talking because I believe in every one of them. So I would tell them what they could do and what they could do and push them up, up, up on the pedestal, but not really doing anything that was giving them the example to see. They were my example to see. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that now my words turned into my action, right? Because your words will become your action. Our thoughts become our words become our actions, and our actions become our habits, and our habits become our destiny. We know that, we all know it. So, as we are building and creating and developing streams of income, being able to be passionate about being creative and not talking about when it's going to happen. I read this and I thought this was brilliant. It's not so much about the when, it's not so much about the wins in the moment or about the when in the moment. It is about the wins. Let me make sure I get that right. It's not so much about the when, WHEN, if we focus on the wins. So focus on your wins. Don't worry about the when, right? The good word says in the blueprint in Habakkuk 2, write it down and make it plain. Write the vision down and make it plain on tablets so that when people read those words that you wrote down, they will run and tell others. And though it may tarry, it will come. Though it may tarry, it may take a little time because you're not ready yet. It wasn't ready yet. Like I said, if you can't manage the time that you have, you sleeping all day, you on the phone gossiping, you scrolling for free, you doing all the stuff, just wasting your idling with having idle time. If you can't manage your time, you're not ready yet. If you can't manage your $100, you're not ready yet. If you can't manage being a responsible adult, you're not ready yet. If you can't manage working with people, you want to flip off and let somebody know about themselves. If you can't manage those things, then it's going to be really hard, but really a challenge to manage time freedom, financial freedom, networking freedom, and all these things. So, in creating and building a business, it's very exciting and it's very scary. It's very scary. You got to think like you never thought before, right? It's so easy to let yourself think, well, you know what? Once I go and sign up for it, I'm not saying that you don't have to get a job or quit your job. I'm not saying that because this also ties into getting, being able to pull in an additional stream of income. So that's what this is about, right? Being in this program of digital marketing, I've not only written my first ebook, I started my second ebook, right? It deals with grief and it deals with being able to still celebrate our loved ones by not packing their stuff away and putting it in the attic or getting it in bags and taking it and dropping it off. at the Goodwill or something like that to bless someone else, but to take some of those items. Like we have my dad's guitar, right? It was given to us to be known as my dad's guitar. So it's in my daughter's house. Like it's there. It's strummed. It comes out. It's in the pictures. It's always in the background. My granddaughter's strumming the strings, and it's a part of our everyday life. It's like my dad's still a part of the strength and teaching us right about things. So that's what my ebook is about. It's available on Etsy. You can get my link tree. Look at me with a link tree. So my mustard seed, I would say like my mustard seed faith is growing into an oak tree. Yes. So you can get to my link tree if you want to get my book or if you want to know more about the businesses that I'm building and what I'm able to create. If you want to hear all of the Faith Over Fear conversations in one space, you want to get my book on Etsy, you want to join me on any of the social media platforms. There's also some information on there as an affiliate, which is also part of something that I learned from just building this business step by step, brick by brick, one day at a time. You can work from anywhere. All you really need is a cell phone, a tablet, a laptop, and Wi Fi. So, with that being said, um, I just wanted to get into being able to invite you to my link tree. You can do link tree. I am at, so the at symbol, at a millionaire status vision.com. So I'm at a millionaire status vision.com. Sometimes people say, that's so long. That's such a long name. And it is. And at first I was like, should I change it? But no, I want you to be used to typing a millionaire status vision. I want you to be used to typing a millionaire. I am a millionaire. I want you to be used to saying those words. I want you to be used to knowing what your vision is. Type in vision and to write it down and make it plain so that those who see it will run and tell others, right? I want you to have that too. So you can get to my link tree and find me everywhere. And again, that's at a millionaire status vision. That's the link tree at a millionaire status vision. So with that, I just wanted to jump on here right now. Networking, we have a digital growth community, which is growing and growing. We have over 35,000 people in our community who are like-minded. It's a good place to network. It's a good place to share your wins. It's a good place to see other people's wins. Um, it's a good place to park your ideas until you can turn them into vehicles and run with them. It's a good place to market yourself. It's a good place to get people to collaborate with you on social media. It's a good place to find someone to build with. That is a good place. It's good to have community, right? Smart people know that you have to have a community. Smart people know, brilliant people know, millionaires know that you have to have a community of like minded people, and you have to have coaches, you have to have good people to speak over you, whether that's your minister or your coach, your counselor, your therapist. These things are essential in your success. So smart people know that. Smart people know that you need a mentor to level up. And I guess I'm a smart person because I'm getting there. I'm leveling up, guys. I'm friending up, and I'm doing some things that I have been wanting to do for a long time, but I kept putting them off. The other thing is that I just co-host with Deanna McCoy is Do What I Want Mom here, Do What I Want Mom here on YouTube. You can check her out too. But we started a podcast, Ebony and Ivory. Well, it's actually based off of Ebony and Ivory, but our podcast, it'll be every Friday, and you can find us and share in the good times that we're going to have at EBS, 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 and Ivory. Ebs and Ivory. We want you guys to write us. We want you guys to send us your questions, your challenges, and we'll read them and we'll discuss them and go over. Join us. We'll be talking about like managing your time, managing your desk, managing your days. We'll be talking about imposter syndrome, which is the new thing. Like do I really fit in? Do I really belong here? Yes. I don't really think it's a thing, right? I think that that's something that people are creating in their minds, but Okay, so everybody's talking about it. We're gonna be talking about it too. We're gonna be talking about adult children, right? Where does it leave us at? Like our children are all grown. It's like, oh gosh, we don't have them to take care of anymore and make us feel like we're in control or that we are ahead of them. Like they're running and they're going to school, they're getting their degrees, they're working, they're building, they're having their own families, they're doing things, they're going on vacation, they're traveling, and so what that looks like to us in our 50s. Some people are in their 50s and 60s taking care of their parents now, what that looks like. So we're going to be talking and touching on a lot of things. We're going to be having a lot of fun. And at this time, in this life, I don't watch the news, but at this time in this life where we are now, where this moment has met us, it's about giving people something pure, solid, giving people something solid, something fun, something hopeful, something loving to look at, to look after, right? We'll also be doing some homework assignments, sending you out to to just do some assignments that lift you up. That's our goal. So anyway, that is going to be Fridays on Ebbs and Ivory, which is our YouTube platform here. You can email us at Ebbs and Ivory, EBSANDIVORY @gmail.com. Send us your questions, send us some things that we can talk over, send us some scenarios, some things that we can discuss, and hopefully we can get you those answers. Hey, we are in our 50s, so we got pearls of wisdom over here. So anyway, faith over fear is still definitely in a work in progress. We're still learning, we're still growing, and I still am looking for people to have beautiful conversations with. If you have a business, if you are a trendsetter, you've vacationed somewhere, if you're a vacationer, you have tips, if you are you know, whoever, whatever you have going on, you're starting your own business, you have your own business, you're an author, you're a singer, you create music, whatever it is. I like to have those conversations because it uplifts and it inspires that one person who has that same dream, but they're scared to get started because they've never seen it done. They've never seen anyone do it. They're afraid, so they let their fear outweigh their faith, right? So faith over fear, we are here to be able to put our faith over our fear and say, I could do this. I can do this. I am built for this. I am on my path and I will get all the gems that are on my path waiting for me to show up. I am showing up. So anyway, as I was saying, our community is jam packed with people who are winning, making six figures. Not saying that that's the only way you're winning, but they're getting their time. You got the moms who are able to go to their kids' sports events. You have the dads who can now take their kids to the park while the mom is able to do something else. You have the parent who's able to do something for their parent, or the parent who's able to give their kids something as simple as not putting groceries back at the grocery store, paying off those credit cards, getting that student debt paid off, um, going out and buying yourself a new pair of jeans. Just something as simple as that. Taking all your girlfriends, all your sisters, all couples, your other married couples, putting y'all all on a cruise together, right? Making that trip, paying for everything, and just telling your friends all you have to do is show up. I got the room taken care of, and all you have to do is get there. And I got this Airbnb waiting for us, and that's the kind of stuff, right? Um, Being able to just spend the time doing what it is you want to do, right? Maybe what you want to do doesn't look like the things I like it or enjoy doing, but that's okay. Because this lifestyle is leading us to be able to do what it is that we want to do, meaning what you want to do, what I want to do. And I just want to just share that as I am still very much on the journey of faith over fear. It is opening up streams for me, and I am leveraging myself to be successful and to help other people and to teach other people and to get these gems and continue to learn myself. When we are learning, we are still growing, we are living, right? So when you're starting a business, your mind can go like all over the place. Like thank goodness that the businesses that people you see are being successful, they're digital businesses. You don't even have to open up a shop downtown. Right? You don't even have to get keys to the door or get the walls painted or get the sign and hang outside or do all the interviews to get somebody to come in and work. And maybe they're going to leave early, or maybe they're going to show up late, or maybe they're going to take your toilet paper or your pens. You know what I'm talking about. But this is life online. It's life online. All it costs you is your internet, your Wi-Fi, right? And you can even do that from a coffee shop, right? So this is how simple this is. And what it does that's different too is it opens up the world. Now it's global. It's a global business because it's an online business and because it's a digital business. And people from uh, college students to grandparents are scrolling online or are doing some type of digital activity that you can be actually making daily pay. You can get money every day. And what it is, the digital product that I own it. So I bought it one time and I can resell it. I bought it because I believed in it. It's classes on Canva and creating content. It's mentoring every day. It's mentoring classes and sessions. There are speakers and just there's so much stuff that you don't have to do it all. You can do the things that fit your life. You can do it all, and you can just become better and better. Um, so that's what this is. When we think about starting a business, it's the excitement that we get. When we think about anything, when we think about getting that new job, right? It's the excitement. Think about getting in a new relationship. It's the excitement in the beginning. Like, hey, ow, I'm in this new thing, and this new thing is this is the thing. But then, the next couple months, it's like, oh, this isn't the thing anymore. On to the next shiny thing. You have to stay committed. You have the commitment. Staying on your path is essential. It is the thing that's going to get you to the next level. There is no growth. I wrote this down earlier. My mentor told me that that the growth is the only guarantee we have to excel in our future, right? So my mentor said that. I picked that up. I think that that's great. I wrote it down. Um, and I believe that. So you met, and I kind of added to that. Like we get to measure our growth from looking back at the experiences we had and seeing where we are in the present moment. Where do we show up for ourselves in the present? How did we get here? Right? Because life's going to go on. You're going to become, whether it's doing the good, your life is what you make it. So it's whether you're doing the big thing or not doing anything at all, tomorrow is going to show up for you, and your future self is going to be evident of what you did with your time. So, like I said, it's all like a roller coaster ride, right? Some days you have good days, some days you have challenges. I don't like to call them bad days because I'm not owning a bad day. I'm not having any bad days, right? So, but some days you have challenges, and then those challenges is where we grow the most. So, I am here to say that one thing that I want to help you with is to, when your mind starts taking you on this roller coaster ride and you start to doubt yourself, I want you to think of those things and reasons for doubt. And I want you to celebrate your wins, right? Every time you have some doubts, I want you to celebrate your wins, big or little, whatever it is, and kind of dig deep, right? We're all on the surface. Do say some things you're grateful for. A lot of times we stay on the surface. I'm grateful for today, which is absolutely something to be grateful for. I'm grateful for my family, which is absolutely something to be grateful for. Those are things that are a given. Tell yourself something that you are grateful or get down in the surface. I'm grateful that I showed up. I'm grateful that I listened to this YouTube live on Faith Over Fear with Shay. I'm grateful that I took the time to listen to it throughout to the end of it. I'm grateful for that I did that for myself, because me doing that for myself, I'm only going to learn, grow, and get better. So I'm grateful that I did that for myself. I'm grateful that I showed up for someone else today, right? I'm grateful that I was able to help someone today by, you know, supporting their business. I'm grateful for that. Excuse me, trying to get this light back in. Thank you. So I'm also even grateful that I was able to get that light on. Right. So just being able to tell yourself, digging deep down into the core of things, to celebrate yourself, find reasons to celebrate others. Once you do that, you'll have more reasons to celebrate yourself, and you definitely have more reasons to celebrate others, which is the goal, right? We want to be able to celebrate people. We want to be able to celebrate events and all the kind of things like that. So let me see here. Thanks, guys, for your patience as I'm getting up here. Okay. So, with that being said, I just wanted to, like I said, take the time on here today to say if you are starting your own business, that's something you're doing right now for yourself. If you stumbled upon this chat, why don't you go ahead and drop me a heart? I'm talking to my million followers, my million people who are on my network. Even before they arrive, I want to welcome you and just say thank you for your support. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for the love in this journey. Thank you for providing and adding to the joy in my journey. Um, and remember, once those doubts come in about what you can and cannot do, get them out. Get them out. Replace those with wins. Replace those with wins. And that's what I wanted to leave you with today. So I wanted to get on here and say that. Again, I want you to plug in, tap in where we are. We're going to be showing up on Fridays. We will be Ebbs and Ivory over at Ebbs and Ivory on YouTube. And those will be on Friday. Check us out. Please go over and like and subscribe. And if you're here, like and subscribe, guys. I'm trying to see if I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this quarter. So that's my biggest challenge. So if you can do that for me, it doesn't cost you anything, right? Like and subscribe. If you are enjoying my energy, if you're enjoying being uplifted, and if you've been watching and keeping up with my faith over fear, I think it's time to like and subscribe, share the videos, and it helps me become because I am becoming. And I hope that some things that I say and do in this journey that I help you become, that I say some things that resonate with you. If you have your phone in your hand anyway, you might as well start to become a business. Let yourself become a business. Brand yourself as a business, right? There's so many ways. People are doing photography now. People are doing all the things. So you can do all those things. There's no difference between you. It's no different. What I'm starting to know too is like all the people that I listen to and that inspire me, they're no different than me. They just show up different for themselves. And so that's what I'm doing now. So that being said, continue to show up for yourself. If you're working, have a good day at work, but then come home and do your own work. What time does your office open? What time does your office close? What can you do? What is that one thing you do that everybody loves that you do? You sing, you write, you do poetry, you cook, you could do recipes. You could do recipes right online. You could do whatever. What is that thing? What is that thing that keeps you up at night? Well, this was my thing. I love to talk to people. I love to encourage people. I love to see people win, and I love to grow. And in this stage of my life, in my jubilee, I'm loving to learn more, reading books, and that's another thing we'll be doing. We're reading a book right now, and it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel. If you haven't read that book and then come back and tell me what it's done for you. It's actually right. You can find it right on YouTube too, which I have done. So again, you can listen to it be read. If you're not someone who has the time to pick up a book and read it, you can put it in YouTube as you're on a bus, as you're traveling, and you're on a flight, you're in the airport, you're on your way home from work or on your way to work. You can safely get it onto your wherever you listen to your radio or whatever, and put that on and listen. Or when you're going to sleep, you can pop those buds in your ear and listen. It's really an inspirational book. It's a lot of scripture and a lot of the way we think. I introduced it to our community, our smaller community, Rise Up and Level Up, which again, you are invited to. Just let me know if you want to come. It doesn't cost anything. It's an accountability group. You're trying to lose weight. You're trying to, you know, whatever it is you're trying to do. You're in your business. You feel kind of like a growth stunt, right? There's a gap. There's something going on. You need somebody to hold you accountable. We're starting a group. We're growing now. Our community's growing, but you're definitely welcome to do that for yourself. And in our group, we are reading The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel. Everyone loves the book, so I'm super excited for that. And I am just super excited for this journey, and I will continue to show up for myself. This is the first time that I went live on YouTube, but I'll continue to do that. My goal is to go live every day. Every day. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I know that somebody out there needs what I have. There's people on my tribe waiting for me to show up. And I'm showing up for you. So, and I'm showing up for the Most High, for my Creator. I'm showing up for the Most High, for the love and the joy of the gifts that have been given to me. I'm showing up. I'm showing up for my gifts and talents. So I love you for listening. Onward, upward, keep becoming, and thank you for tuning in. Like I said, if you were here, maybe I didn't see you because it's my first time, but if you were here, I'd appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, share, drop a heart, just extend some love. This love that I pour out to you, I receive it back. So thank you. And I send you out with joy, joy. I send you out, be safe, and keep becoming.